horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Tar Heels will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route, fighting him off. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Tar Heels will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On third down, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Look at him run through those tacklers. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Hey, Chris, how about the running back here on third down and 1? He's so focused on trying to just pick up a couple yards for the first down. You can almost see him slightly hesitate there once he hit that initial surge from that defense and was still on his feet. He's looking around. There's nobody to slow him down, so he gets huge yards on this play.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Tar Heels line up with a first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
And it's a dangerous part of the field to be reaching into your bag of tricks. For a minute, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone. But they do pick up some positive yards.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a third and goal.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on fourth down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
North Carolina, number 5, with the carry.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And the returner is brought down. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He's escaping the pocket now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They're going to run it. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead.
That makes the score. North Carolina 14. Ohio State.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Set to kickoff.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over first and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. The pass is caught. Breaks loose now into the open field. Tackle made after a big gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And here's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they line up to kick the extra point. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver makes the catch. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Toss play. Back heads to his right. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
Looking to pass here on second down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It was a 1st and 10 play. Now here's the toss play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
And it's a bunch formation. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He's moving out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
The offense already has 1 4th-down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. Pressure is coming. Finds his target, and it's complete. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing pressure. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, North Carolina 14, Ohio State 7.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Back out there on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks left and finds his target there. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Tar Heels looking to run some tempo here.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
After that completion...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the back now goes in motion. Always looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? We go with a direct snap. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21.
That makes the score North Carolina 28, Ohio State 21.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? It's a run to the left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the Tar Heels will crank up the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Tar Heels have first and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Tar Heels will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
He's got room looking for the end zone. And And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Heading left after the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that one on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time winds down here in the third quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the plus 49. And the Tar Heels will have first and 10 here. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Tar Heels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And there's the handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. The offense now operating in empty. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained, and that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
So penalty on the defense moves the offense 5 yards closer. It's 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground here. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. Wide receiver gets the ball, trying for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
North Carolina, 35. Ohio State, 28.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment.
Second down coming up.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Throwing again on second and 10. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the offense will spend the timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver makes the catch. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls in the catch, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed